Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the CSL Greater Baltimore Pre-Service Meditation, and we welcome you from wherever or whenever you are. Today, my name is Marianne Marsalek, and I am the practitioner of the day. So today's pre-service meditation is based on an article and a meditation or meditations by our beloved Ernest Holmes. He wrote an article, How to Grow Better Day by Day, in the June Science of Mind magazine. So I am taking from that and other sources. So let's get ourselves settled in our chairs or settled wherever we are. And let's just take a couple deep cleansing breaths. So it's just good to make sure that we are comfortable, that our feet are planted flat on the floor if we can, if that's comfortable for you. And let's let our attention go inward. And let's keep doing those deep cleansing breaths. Let's close our eyes at this point or lower our gaze, whatever is more comfortable. And let's keep breathing deeply and rhythmically. So let's breathe in peace. Let's exhale tension. Let's lift our shoulders if we need to. Just let the tension or the busyness of the day just glide down our arms and out through our fingertips. And then as your feet are on the ground, let us know and imagine that our feet are rooted and going down deep into the earth. Our meditation is how to grow better each day. And also, we are ascending the mountaintop of realization. Before we rise to the heights, let us just ground ourselves, feel our feet going planted into the ground, going deep into the ground. And let's just bring up that great Mother Earth energies into our feet and through our legs. Let's imagine and know that the Divine Mother we are bringing all those earth energies through and into our body, into our root chakra. Let's feel ourselves just relax, feel rooted to the chair, feeling comfortable, feeling relaxed, and just feeling that rootedness, that groundedness, that calm. Let's bring up those energies into our second chakra in our pelvic area, the area of pleasure. Let's just root into pleasant feelings, sensual being. Let's rise up to our solar plexus around our navel and just feel that center of power and our center of decision and decision making. And let's move our energies up to our heart chakra. Let's open our heart up on all levels of our being. Let's just feel that wonder center of love and well-being. We'll rise those energies up to our throat chakra and feel that power of expression that is ours, up to our third eye, feeling the wisdom center, and then feeling the celestial energies come to our ground chakra. And let's just feel the mixing of those great energies, earth energies and celestial energies together. And now feeling revitalized, feeling grounded. Let us continue our breath. And let us now imagine that we are looking up at a mountain. And our goal is to ascend to the mountaintop of realization, of self-realization. So let's just take a look. And it seems at first a really hard climb, taking much energy, much time. But let us just focus in and reflect on some words that Ernest Holmes has said, that calling upon the imagery of every day having thoughts and prayers that we put on our rosary of faith or our mala beads, that each and every day, it's not just one fell swoop to reach the mountaintop, that it's everyday steps, many steps each day, each day having beads of faith that we go through that helps us with this climb. And just see that mountaintop and see that it is many. With one step, it becomes another step to 1,000 steps or more, and we are at the top. So it is every day, every minute that we are realizing and knowing the truth that we are and have the presence of God within us. So as we contemplate and meditate on this ascension to the mountaintop of self-realization, let us again think about how we are building this rosary or mala beads of faith, and that we define thought and feeling every day over a period of time. And after a while, it comes to you, and we know that our life is changing and has changed. And everywhere I go, I meet love and friendship and what I desire. So this is an adventure of self-discovery, of self-realization, the adventure of finding the real self that is hidden beneath all our doubts, fears, and uncertainties, the self we all would like to be. So as Ernest Holmes says in his meditation, let us take our thought for the day. This is the day the Lord hath made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. And let us keep counting the beads of our rosary or our mala beads as we penetrate this deep spiritual self within and discover the union with that divine source from which we all come, and the presence in which we live and move and have our being. Let us turn to the spirit within, reverently, peacefully, and with a simple childlike conviction, and say, believing that the Spirit of God is at the center of my own being and at the center of all others, I now invite this divine presence to illuminate my thought, to guide me in everything I do. Let us contemplate those words. In this quiet moment of self-realization, I feel I am meeting this divine presence face to face. I feel that all the validity or the vitality there is, all the energy there is, and all the enthusiasm for life there is, flows through me, circulating through every atom of my physical being, animating every organ, every action, and every function of my physical body with perfect life. I feel the inflow and the circulation of the spirit through me, and in joy and gladness, I recognize the presence of love and life. Surely this is the kingdom of God. Yes, I have discovered the secret place within, where the thought goes into a mountain high above the din of the world. I have found in this mountain a place of peace and rest, a place of joy and comfort to the heart. I have found that the secret place of God is within my own soul. Yes, I have gone into the mountain. I will listen to thy voice. day and every day, manna, goodness falls from heaven. This is the day that God has made, and I am glad in it. And so it is. Amen, Ashe, and so it is.
Good morning, my beloved CSL Greater Baltimore community. Let us open our celebration services by ringing the bowl, which will be followed by our invocation song by today's musical guest, Sanahara Chandra, and an invocation by Practitioner Mary Ann Marsalek.
Hello, everyone. This is what I know. I know that there is only one of us here, one mind, one heart, one love, one infinite intelligence. And we are a part of all that. We have all the God qualities that we desire, crave, wisdom, love, prosperity, boldness, authenticity, all of that is part of us. And I feel so grateful to be here with everyone, a part of this service. And I'm so grateful for everyone who is making this service possible. Our beloved speaker, Reverend Deb Hammond. Dana Cole, our producer. Robin, our host. Amma, our wonderful musician. I know that we are, and everyone else who has made this service possible. I know that we right now are opening our hearts to hear the message, opening our hearts to hear Amma's wonderful music, to create, to extend our beloved community, to expand our consciousness. So I am grateful, and I am feeling the joy, the love. It's moving outward more and more, attracting people to the science of mind, to hear the truth, to know that we are one with the one. So it is with great gratitude, with great joy and boldness, I affirm that we are all one together, ready to expand our consciousness, to join hands, join hearts together with great love. Knowing all this, I release this prayer knowing it is done. So it is.
gather, gather together as one, as one. Let's gather together as one, as one. We are one on the journey. We are one in love. Gather, let's gather together as one, as one. Let's walk together as one, as one. Let's walk together as one, as one. We are one on the journey. We are one in love. Let's walk together as one, as one. Let's sing together as one, as one. Let's sing together as one, as one. We are one on the journey. We are one in love. Let's sing together as one, as one. We are one on the journey. We are one in love. Let's walk, let's sing, let's gather together as one. Ashe, amen, aho. Let's go.
Thank you, Amma. Thank you, Marianne. I've already got the start of the day of the journey and us going together as a group in love and in fellowship as we take this journey today in our spiritual practices. So once again, thank you, and welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living Greater Baltimore's Sunday celebration service. Thank you for joining us from wherever or whenever you are going to watch this. And I am your host, Robin Fahrenholt. Our speaker today is Reverend Deb Hammond. Our practitioner today, who led our pre-service meditation and invocation, is Marianne Marsalek. And our musician is Sanahara Chandra, better known as Amma. And our service producer is the wonderful Dana Cole. Thank you all for your service. And I just realized this is an all-woman cast today, so we're rocking this out. That's pretty cool too. At CSL Greater Baltimore, every Sunday without exception, is Bring a Friend or Family Member Sunday. We invite you to bring a friend or family member as we spread the Center for Spiritual Living Greater Baltimore's love, light, and joy. All are welcome here. We are radically inclusive, and we would love to have you and your friends and your family hang out with us. So I invite you now to read along with me as I read our sacred covenant and community prayer. First, our covenant. This is what we know. The circle of divine love is complete. It comprehends all, includes all, and binds all together with everlasting unity. We are forever held in love's presence and care. Divine love is complete as me. And that's from the Science of Mind textbook, page 513. And our affirmation is, I am the divine love that I am. And next, our community prayer. There is only one life. This life is good. This life is God. And this life is my life now. In knowing that I am one with this life that is God, I therefore know that I am one with all its blessed expressions, which includes the Center for Spiritual Living, Greater Baltimore Community. I know that the highest purpose of our center is a revelation of God as divine love. As I now accept the highest expression of CSL Greater Baltimore into my life, I know that it is revealed in a way that glorifies God and serves the highest and greatest good for all who are touched by this presence. I am grateful God is gracious. Amen. Ashe. And so it is. And now I would like to invite back Chandra to share her musical gifts with us. But before that starts, I'd like to share just a few words about her. Amma is a Reiki master, a sound healer, a holistic nurse, and she has a lifelong relationship with sound and its healing principles. From her roots in Southern gospel and 90s R&B to her journeys through the world music, neo soul, jazz, and songwriting, her heart and soul have shared the healing power of music. On her path of seeking, she has acquired many skills and experience and brings to her work an embodied expression of emotion, healed trauma, and unconditional love. She's now back in school to become a certified holistic nurse, allowing her to bridge her passions of psychology, sociology, nursing, and holistic healing. She is launching her new podcast, Sincerely Amma, anchor.fm, Sincerely Amma, and her new website, sanaharaenergetics.com, offering a variety of quantum energy healing and holistic RN care plans. Wow, that's so exciting. Please subscribe to her YouTube channel. Just search Amma Chandra and join her online sacred temple community, patreon.com/The Risen Heart. I am pleased and honored to have Amma Chandra with us today and look forward to her next selection that she will share with us.
This message is about alignment. And so, as I offer this message around alignment, I'd like for you to take it as an activation, as an opportunity to connect with these emotions that I'm going to speak out or sing out at this time. All right, and we give thanks. To convey peace, you must be a match to peace. To convey peace, you must be a match to peace. To convey peace, you must be a match to peace. To convey peace, you must be a match to peace. Vibration, align, vibration, align, vibration, align, check your frequency. Vibration, align, vibration, align, vibration, align, check your frequency. To convey love, you must be a match to love. To convey love, you must be a match to love. To convey love, you must be a match to love. To convey love, you must be a match to love. Vibration, align, vibration, align, vibration, align. frequency. Vibration, align, vibration, align, vibration, align, check your frequency. To convey joy, you must be a match to joy. To convey joy, you must be a match to joy. To convey joy, you must be a match to joy. To convey joy, you must be a match to joy. Vibration, align, vibration, align, vibration, align, check your frequency. Vibration, align, vibration, align, vibration, align, check your frequency. To convey hope, you must be a match to hope. To convey hope, you must be a match to hope. To convey hope, you must be a match to hope. To convey hope, you must be a match to hope. Vibration, align, vibration, align, vibration, align, check your frequency. Vibration, align, vibration, align, vibration, align, check your frequency. To convey bold, you must be a match to bold. To convey bold, you must be a match to bold. To convey bold, you must be a match to bold. To convey bold, you must be a match to bold. Vibration, align, vibration, align, vibration, align, check your frequency. Vibration, align, vibration, align, vibration, align, check your frequency. Vibration, align, vibration, align, vibration, align, check your frequency. Vibration, align, vibration, align, vibration, align, check your frequency.
Wow, wow, wow. That was so cool. Thank you. Thank you, Amma. Thank you for just sharing that energy and your talents and your passion with us. And please check out her YouTube channel and her podcast. Now we're going to make the transition to our pre-service meditation, pre-service activities. And I'd like to welcome Marianne Marsalek back for a reading and a spiritual practice. Thank you so much, Marianne.
Well, thank you. And thank you, Amma. My goodness, what a wonderful vibrational introduction to our spiritual practice, which is going to be a reading about bold love. So we've got to have really match that vibration twice here, boldness and love. But it comes from our June Science of Mind guides. And there were some wonderful things this month. It's hard to pick a reading because they were all so strong. But I resonated in particular to bold love. So let us just get ourselves settled, but let's keep those good vibrations going. And let's just, what we're going to do is I will read this reading and then we will contemplate these words. So it's important to really listen and take these words into your heart, into your soul, and let them resonate and see what they mean in particular for you and your life. So this is bold love, and it starts with several quotations. Love is not an emotion, it is a promise, said by Doctor Who, Peter Capaldi. So that comes from that particular show. And also from our Ernest Holmes, he writes, life is not only where we are, it is what we are. It is in as well as around us, and its whole implosion is love. The universe does not rest on the shoulders. Oh, I'm sorry. The universe does rest on the shoulders of love. Love is the real lodestone of life. And the passage of this guide begins with, the Greeks have many words to identify various expressions of love. From agape or agape, I've heard it's said both ways, which is unconditional love, to mania, which is obsessive love. We overly simplify love to the point where, in many ways, we forget what it actually is, and most importantly, what it can be when we embody and express it authentically and boldly. Love is God. God is love. All that is true of God must be true of love. As Holmes said, whatever is true of God is true of you, which means what is true of love is true of you. When Holmes uses the word lodestone, he refers to naturally occurring magnets. Love attracts. Love attracts forgiveness, compassion, empathy, and wonder. Love attracts joy, comfort, nurturing, and conviction. When loving someone or something is rooted in lack and scarcity, then love repels, opposes, and is expressed as jealousy, manipulation, and oppression. Bold love requires us to do the deeply introspective work that uncovers our fears and insecurities. Only in doing this work can we truly align with the power of love, the power with which we evolve and create the world we envision. Are you willing to love so powerfully that you release any attachments to old systems and paradigms and expressions of this collective consciousness? Are you willing to love without limits or conditions in such a way that the mere thought of you reminds others that they too are loved and love and are the beloved incarnating itself as all that is? Love as the truth heals. And there is an affirmation before we go into our contemplation. Today, I am in the presence of others. The aroma of my bold love is the scented energy that invites them into their own grand expression of love. So now let us just relax into this contemplation. Just feel those vibrations of love. Feel it within. Take a couple deep cleansing breaths. And just let's sink into our being where spirit lies and just think, contemplate, and see what resonates. And know this, we can take any thoughts, new thoughts, images, colors, vibrations, any music we hear, and we can take this and come back to this space, to these words, to Alma's great vibrational music. We can take this all, we can come back with just deep breathing, several cleansing breaths, and just know the truth yet again. So let us all bless anything that came up for us, and we can take this into our day, our week, our life, and just keep growing and loving boldly ourselves. Let's not forget ourselves, because it all starts with that deep love and knowing that the presence of spirit is here within us, and we are expressing that each and every day. So with great gratitude, I just released this spiritual practice, this contemplation, knowing it is done. Amen, Ashe, and so it is.
Mary Ann, you are on your game today. You and Amma, this is powerful. This is palpable. Love it. And now we go to the third member of our power team, Rev. Deb E. Hammond, RScP and ordained interfaith minister by the way of the One Spirit Seminary, as well as a licensed spiritual practitioner since 2009, beginning in the Oakland Bay area. It is Rev. Deb's joy and passion in supporting all to rediscover and express their authentic truths, capital T, using various spiritual practices, i.e. meditation, affirmative prayer, and visioning, to name a few, in recognizing their true expressions of the one, whole, perfect, complete, and amazing, exactly as they are. Rev. Deb is a wisdom seeker, a person who answers the call to live a life that continues to awaken her inner knowing and continue to lift her to a higher level of consciousness. She's a member of the Focus Ministry, Platinum Butterfly Ministries, where Reverend D. Jacqueline Edwards is the senior minister in Oakland, California. Rev. Deb is a continuous student teacher of metaphysics, New Thought, as well as an inspirational speaker, spiritual coach, and a clinical hypnotherapist. We are honored and glad to welcome Rev. Deb to be with us today. Thank you for being here, dear.
Good morning, everyone. Oh my gosh, I am so honored to be here with you all, Greater Baltimore CSL. And Amma, your music, thank you so much. It's like that set the tone for this day. I am so grateful. For this month with CSL, our theme is holy boldness. So it's about, it's like, how are you stepping out in this bold way? Are you living in this bold way? And so your song, Amma, is like that just resonated with the whole message for this month, because it's about raising our vibration. It's about also lifting up and stepping into what spirit is calling us to do and to be. And it's a listening. And it's, there are times that we may come across like some obstacles that may show up in our lives. And we have to know how to maneuver through past those obstacles. Sometimes we can go and face them head on. And sometimes like we may have to like see that obstacle, take a seat for a moment and just think about, what do I need to do right now? How do I need to remove this obstacle? Or what is this obstacle here to tell me? And in this way, it's like I've had this opportunity over the weekend to really deal with that, to deal with what obstacles are coming up for me in regards to how do I advance my spiritual awareness and step boldly into the life that spirit is calling me to do and to be. And the thing is, it's like it goes back to what, it's like what are the BS factors that we've carried in our lives? The belief systems. What are those belief systems that we've carried throughout our lives in order to hold us back, to keep us in this place of fear. And, we can take a small step forward and then something all of a sudden, well, nope, I'm not ready for that. I can't do that. That's where the BS comes in. That's where that belief system comes in. Whereas there's something much greater in the universe that is here that we get to use. We get to tap into that spiritual awareness. We get to tap into spirit that's within us. It's not this outside source. There is that within us that always knows what it is that we're here to do. And we can tap into that. We can trust it and we believe that. And when we tap into that, that will continue to move us forward into the direction of where we want to go. If we want to go to school, I saw that you're in school right now. It's like that was a thought process, I'm sure. And I don't know what concerns may have come up in regards to, can I do this? What are people going to think? But this applies to anything that we step out into. We may have these doubts and we may say, well, people may not agree with what I'm doing. They may not, whatever it is, or I can't do this. But who says that you can? The only obstacles that are there in these instances are you. We create a lot of times our own obstacles. We create our fears. We create our own doubts. And the thing is, and it's because sometimes we may listen to our parents, we may listen to our former teachers that tell us, oh, you can't do this. Who do you think you are? What are you doing? What do you know about this? But their spirit is calling you to do something greater, to step into something much more greater than our human minds can even imagine. And when we say yes, we have to trust that spirit is boldly moving us in the right direction, that spirit is supporting us in this move of where we're going. When we say yes, the universe already starts putting into work everything that you need in order to succeed. So are you believing that? Are you trusting that? Because for me, it's like it was a big deal, even when I went to ministerial school. And after going through practitioner training for years, and I remember one of my ministers when I was in New Mexico, and she asked me, this was years ago, and she asked me, she said, so when are you going to ministerial school? And I kind of looked around at her like, who are you talking to? I was like, she is not talking to me, not at all. And then I was like, let me pay attention. 2 years later, I reached out to her and I said, guess what? And before we had no other conversation, she said, so when do you start training? I'm like, how in the heck did you know this? But that was the thing, because it's like, when there is a calling and you move into that calling, everything shows up. And so even in my fear of, am I going to be a good enough minister? It's like, what are people going to think? All of that came up for me. But the thing about it, I had to trust spirit with all of this. And so I ended up going to this interfaith ministry in New York. And for me, that felt like it was one of the best blessings that I had in that time, because it opened me up to see that, yes, I can do this. And that if I can do this, then I can do anything. And that applies to everybody. It's like, what is it that's on your vision board? If you do vision boards, what's on your vision board? Are you vibrating on the things that are on your vision board as well? Are you vibrating at a place where what you put out, what are you putting out into the universe? What is it that you're calling forth? And are you vibrating to what you're calling forth? Because the thing about it is that when you put that word out, when you plant that seed, the universe is already making it happen, is already putting it in motion. I always tell people, be ready for what you ask for, because when you put it out there, it's going to show up. Now, sometimes it may not show up in the way that you think that it should. Then we'll say, no, that's quite not what I wanted. And sometimes we have to go back and be a little bit more specific. But sometimes it shows up in ways that you could not have even imagined. It's like, and I think about when my job that I had before, it's like I was ready to leave this job years ago. I've stayed with this company for 8 years. I was ready to leave it 3 years in. And for whatever reason, Spirit kept me in this position. This position has allowed me, working with this company has allowed me to transfer from Georgia, which is where I started with them, to Texas. And I stayed there for 3 years. And then I moved back to Georgia again for another position. And in that process, during COVID, I never stopped working. I worked the entire time. And so my income never decreased. And although my schedule kind of changed, but I never stopped working. And then in order for me to come back to where I started this company in Georgia to take on a leadership position with them, that was Spirit. It's like, and it's like, and again, in my mind, I'm trying to get out of there. I'm trying to say, nope, I don't want anything to do with this company. But Spirit knows exactly what we need because I was calling forth, I needed something else in my life at the time. And in that moment, it all unfolded. And so now I find myself, because I've just relocated from Georgia back to Oakland. And this whole process now of where I find myself is, I have to breathe into this because it's the work that I thought should be easy for me to get back into has not been here. It's like the market seems so saturated, or the pay isn't what I wanted it to be. And so it's like, all right, Spirit, what is it that I'm to do? And so for this past month, it's been about me doing a deep dive into what is it that I want? How do I step into what I'm passionate about? What is it that Spirit is calling me to do? And in that moment, when we get these opportunities, we have to listen. And sometimes it's not about just listening with the outer ear, but it's that inner ear and tapping into that Spirit is whispering in your ear. What is it that you're wanting to step boldly into and to be open to? Look at that. Give focus to that. Pay attention to what is happening around you that may not reflect your opportunity for boldness. Give thanks for the opportunity to be able to be still and to listen and to go within. This month, we talk about we have to raise our vision upward. And it's beyond the clouds, beyond the stars, beyond the rainbow to rise to higher heights. What I know is that Spirit gives us this opportunity. We try to look at what's right there on the surface sometimes. We look at what opportunities lie right here, right in front of us. And sometimes we have to go above that. We have to step into something that we may be afraid to step into. But Spirit knows exactly the path. So anything that you're being called to do, be it, to write more music, to write a book, to whatever it is that Spirit is nudging you, just tapping you on your shoulder to do, pay attention. Even if you think that you can't do it in this moment, you can. Take one step at a time. We come to this place sometimes that things may seem overwhelming if we see the big picture. And in this place of seeing the big picture, we think, oh my gosh, this is way too much. It's like, God, are you sure this is what I'm to do? And the thing about it is that if it wasn't for you to do, it would not come to you. So trust the message that's coming to you. Trust that Spirit knows exactly what it's doing, and it will provide you the resources for it, even if you don't see it in the right now moment. Raise your awareness, raise your vibration up to meet that you're calling forth. That's a part of living boldly. It's like taking that first step. Even when there are no steps, if you can't see the other steps, take that first step, because then that moves you in the right direction. That puts you in a place to say, I'm ready. With knees knocking, I'm ready to step into this new adventure. I'm ready to fill in the blank, whatever it is that you're ready to do. If you're starting to write, just get up in the morning and start writing out what it is that is coming through you, move through you. If you're wanting to start a business, start an organization, what are the first steps? Take a look at those steps. I'm having this conversation with you all, but I have to remember this is a conversation that I'm having as well. It's like, what are my first steps? And one of the first steps also is to trust that divine within you, that knows you, that created you. So it knows you better than you know yourself. So when you trust that, just take the first step. It doesn't have to be a huge, gigantic step. It doesn't, and it's like it can be as small as you need for it, but keep on that path. And I go back to you because you're starting your new podcast. That took some steps. That took some boldness, I'm sure, in order to be able to even put that out, to even come up with the idea and start creating this process. I definitely want to check it out. But that's the first step. That's the step, and it's like to come to this creation. You planted the seed, you allowed it to grow, and then you see the fruition of what it is that you planted. This podcast that so many people will have an opportunity to listen to and to check out and to support them in their healing. This is what a lot of us, especially in these light workers and these spiritual beings, this is what a lot of us are here to do, how do we support others in their spiritual awakening? How do we, in their spiritual healing, how do we support them? How do we move them to a place that helps them to move from trauma to grief, to get out of grief, to that healing place? And it takes work. It takes work to let go of those old belief systems. It takes work to let go of the programming that we've given ourselves, that we've allowed others to program us with. We have this opportunity to truly step boldly, more boldly, and go to places where no one else has gone before. I know it sounds like a little Star Trek thing or something, but what I know is that now is the time. There is such an amazing energy that's happening on our planets right now that I've been feeling for a while. I'm an energy person, so I connect with energy. I feel the energy. And what I know is that this is that opportunity for us, wherever we are, for this planet, to go into prayer, to be in prayer, to know the truth of our cities, of our states, of our country. Regardless of the appearances of what's happening, this is our time to boldly declare that we are calling forth. Declare what it is that you want to see in your world and in your affairs. How do we, as a CSL community, make this a world that works for all? I was at the conference in February, and it's like, and typically they had said, make this a world that works for everybody. But then they changed that, and they've said, make this a world that works for all. Because the thing about it, that all includes the humans, the animals that are here on the planet. As we look at the grass that's out here, nature, that's all. How do we make this a world that works for all? And it starts with us. It starts with our conscious awareness. It starts with us doing what we are called to do. How do we help Mother Gaia to continue to heal? How do we work with ourselves to heal? Because the thing about it is, like, if we want to show up in love, how do we show up in love if we are not loving ourselves? If we don't have that vibration of loving ourselves, How can we honestly and authentically say, I love you? And many times you can say, I've heard people say, yeah, I love you, but I don't like you. But there's still an energetic behind that as well. You don't have to like everybody. But the thing about it is that when we get a chance to see people as God, there is a shift that happens. And no, there are people that may have, hurt or harmed us in this past life. However, they may have shown up because they're going through their own traumas and their own hurts and pains. And no, you don't need to reconnect with them. But the thing about it is that in the midst of all that's happened, anything that's happened, how do you love yourself? How do you boldly love yourself? How do you show up in that place of bold love? Because in that boldness of starting with you, that's where that healing work happens. That's where the opportunity for forgiveness shows up. But the thing about it is that we have to know that we are important, that we matter. And in that place of us mattering, then that self-love, it happens. And no one can take that away from us. So I want to find out, sorry about that. So when you think about the things that are coming up for you, the things that you want to step into doing, the things that create this place of holy boldness. And this month's themes are prepared by a group of people in the CSL community. And one of them is a beloved friend of mine. That's one of the lead for this this group. Well, actually, one of the members for the group. And that's her favorite saying, say, because she got it from her grandmother. It's like being that place of holy boldness. Because when you're in holy boldness, like you're trusting God. You're trusting God with everything, no matter what. You're moving in holy boldness. And so walking in that holy boldness space, yes, we're going to come across some obstacles. But what are you going to do to help remove those obstacles? So think about that. Ask yourself, it's like when these opportunities show up, what obstacles are showing up that's preventing me from moving forward, that's preventing me from stepping boldly into this? Where's your insight? What are you looking at? And what are you looking with? Because we can look out and see other people doing what it is that we want to do. And we may think, oh, we got way too many people doing this, so I can't do this. And, who am I? And say, what? I don't have the training. Then what do? You make the move to get the training. You make the move to know that who you are and how you show up is in a unique way. And that you trust that Spirit's got you. How do you move forward in this place of trusting that everything that you need, you already have within you? So you have to look beyond what you see right in front of you. Look 10 miles ahead, 30 miles ahead if you can. Look beyond what's right there. Because if you just focus on, and sometimes that's all we can do is just focus what's right in front of us. When I do my hypnotherapy work, when I've done it in the past, I take people from the end result to the present. It's like, see the project, see what it is that you want to do. See it already in motion. Look at that space, operate from that place, and then allow Spirit to guide you what's needed for you to get to this place of what you're calling forth. See yourself, if you're writing a book, see yourself at your book signing. See yourself in that space. Hold that vibration of you being in that space. And then watch what happens. It's about the energy. It's about the vibration, raising your vibration and letting go of these old belief systems. This is what holy boldness is trusting Spirit. This is that thing of rising higher than you've ever gone before. Rise above any of the situations that may come at you. This is your time to know and to trust that spirit is calling you to do, write it out. Put it on your mirror. Get a little post-it note and stick it up to remind yourself, this is what I'm calling to myself to do. What's your first step? How do you live in this place of integrity as you are moving towards that you're being called to move into? Trust what is coming to you. Know that you've got this, and now know that you're supported no matter what. This is the time right here and right now. And what I know is that I see you. Spirit sees you. Those that are around you, they see you and they feel you, and people are watching what you're doing. They're watching us like, oh, you're making some bold moves. How did you do that? You know, all of you that are here as practitioners, to go through practitioner training. I know that was not an easy feat. I've gone through it, and it's like, and it shifted my life so much. But what I know is that that was one of the best spiritual decisions that I've made, because it was not my intention at first to go through practitioner training. That was spirit guiding me on this next path. I could have easily said no, and I'm sure many of you could have said no, but you said yes. And look at where you are right now in this journey. Look at what you're doing. Look at the people that you are surrounding yourself with, and that your words and that your energy and that your intentions are affecting right now. How beautiful this is. This is an opportunity when we go into prayer, when for any person, we're holding that vibration for them, that we're knowing the truth of who they are and what they're calling forth. We see the truth. This is what people feel. This is what gives people that place of hope, or that knowingness, knowing that I went to a practitioner today. I had a practitioner session today. And in this, I had my healing. I got tips on what else I need to do. I had a breakthrough. This is what we show up to do. In this world, our prayers are needed so much right now. Our vibration, our higher vibration needs to be raised so to this place of radiant love and above. Our vibration needs to be lifted up above anything that's happening. Again, when I think I'm living here in Oakland, people see all the news stuff that's happening. And I tell them, I don't put my focus on that. My focus is where I am, that I am safe. My loved ones are safe. And it's like, and I know I live in a safe community. I live in a safe city. And yes, stuff happens. But what I know is that we are always guided, guarded, protected. And so I'm just grateful for this time that I get to spend with you, to bring you this message, to remind you, this is that time. Step boldly into what it is that you want to do. Know that there's a source, a universe that's supporting you in this journey. And truly know that everything is unfolded in perfect and divine order. What is your big yes? What is that big, hairy yes that you've been calling yourself that you want to do? Write it out. Start writing it out. Start giving it energy. Even in the midst of whatever fear may show up, make that first step. Know that whatever you need, whenever you need it, however you need it, is always available to you. And so in this place, I am just grateful to be able to have this time with you all, to remind you of your holy boldness, and remind you, keep moving forward, keep stepping into that one step at a time, one bite at a time. Keep moving forward to your yes. And so as we just go and take this into our prayer space right now, so I invite you, if you choose to just close your eyes. Or if not, then just allow your gaze to lower. Just taking a deep breath and just let that breath go. And what we know is right here and right now that there's truly only the one life, and that life is God. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. That life is the life of each and every person that's here in this space right now, every person that hears my voice, every person that's feeling my vibration right now. That God is doing this amazing thing in my life, knowing that this day is a brand new day, that this day is an opportunity to change our belief systems. This day is that opportunity to say yes to that Spirit is calling us to do, be, and have. Knowing that even in the midst of knocking knees and not knowing what to do, how to do it, when we sit in that space of absolute trust and silence and quietness, that answers come to us. What I know is that this is that time that we just get to let go of whatever the shackles may be holding us back. When we sometimes may feel like we may be in quicksand or something, know that we can move through this. We sludge through it sometimes. But what I know is that when we keep moving forward, that there is something greater that comes out on the other side of this. What I know is that in this moment, that each and every person that's here, that hears the sound of my voice, that watches the recording, that there is an amazing blessing that is happening in your life right here and right now. I see you, I know who you are because I know God in you, and that the God in you knows exactly what it's doing. Oh, how good it is to be alive in this moment, to be on this side of the veil right now, to trust and know that we still have opportunities to move forward into that we are being called to do. That we have an opportunity this day to let go of anything, any angst that we may have against ourselves, that we go into this place of forgiveness, that we go into this place of absolute love for self, that we get to raise our vibration to this place of absolute love. Because what I know is that when we love ourselves, in a second, we trust ourselves, that we move greater into that spiritual holy boldness. That we have that time right here and right now to just say, I'm going for it. I'm going in. I'm diving in deep. Arms wide open, that we receive the love of God within us already. Arms wide open, that we just welcome in our next step and our next step and our next step. Arms wide open, we grab onto these adventures of going to school, of writing a book, of doing a play, of starting a new job, creating a new business, whatever it is that is on your vision board, on your heart. Say yes. Write it out on a daily basis. What I know is that God is doing this perfect work that's answering it right here and right now. So I just give thanks for this time that we have in this yes moment, that we have just come together to say yes, to allow everything to unfold in perfect and divine order. And I just give thanks for this time that we have had together and so much more. And so I gratefully, lovingly release this prayer to the universal law, knowing that it is already done in the mind of God. So I get to take my hands off of it and move my bloated nothingness out of the way and watch it unfold. And so I anchor this with, and so it is. Amen. Ashe. Blessed be. Thank you.
What an inspirational talk, Rev Deb. Thank you. Some of us need that spiritual kick in the butt every once in a while to let go of the BS and move forward. Yes. Thank you so very, very, very much. And I look forward to having you back many Sundays in the future so that we can continue this conversation. That was beautiful. As you know, at the Center for Spiritual Living, Greater Baltimore, we practice conscious giving. It's also called Dana. In Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, Sikhism, dana is the practice of cultivating generosity, growing, protecting, tending to generosity. And it can take the form of giving to those in need, giving to a community, or giving to where you are spiritually fed. So, as we gather today in the spirit of love and fellowship, we are mindful of the profound impact of conscious giving. Dana. As we give, we receive. There are a few ways to practice conscious giving, and your support at the Center for Spiritual Living Greater Baltimore. You will find them on the donate page on our website using PayPal, Giveify, or text. Or we can also put our website in the link in the chat. So to continue with our belief of dana, of conscious giving, join with me as we make our declaration of financial wealth and abundance. Together as a community, let us declare, I joyfully, consciously, and gratefully participate in the law of circulation. I trust in the spiritual principle that says, as I sow into my beloved community, I demonstrate my awareness of standing not only in the flow, but as the flow itself. As I sow of myself, my time, my treasure, my talent, I demonstrate my support and engagement in my community's vision, mission, and purpose. I actively give as a demonstration of manifesting, of reaping the harvest of a world that works for all. Thank you all for your support. And now, this is nice. We go right from one joyful moment to another. The amazing Chandra will bless us with some more of her music.
So grateful to again bring forth this very much so. It feels such a blessing when the messages align. And for me, this one is coming from my conversation with my mother last night. And as we talked, we were talking about the song, and she was telling it to me because as my mama, she used to talk to me like I don't know, and I appreciate it. But my goodness, as she was speaking to me, I heard the song, and I know how important it is to value these moments, value the moments, value the moments, value all the messages that she brings. And so the message she gave me was a song, and it's one of my favorite songs. She didn't even know that. But I'm going to share with you, it's a song, I'm Looking for a Miracle by the Clark Sisters. I'm looking for a miracle. I expect the impossible. I feel the intangible. I see the invisible. I'm looking for a miracle. I expect the impossible. I feel the intangible. I see the invisible. The sky is the limit of what I can have. Be bold in your belief, y'all. The sky is the limit of what I can have. Go ahead, dream it and achieve it, y'all. The sky is the limit of what I can have. Oh, just believe and receive it. God will provide it today. Hey, just believe and receive it. God will provide it today. I'm looking for a miracle. Are you looking? I expect the impossible. Expected. I feel the intangible. Go ahead and feel it. I see the invisible. I'm looking for a miracle. I expect the impossible. I feel the intangible. I see the invisible. The sky is the limit of what we can have. Oh, 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 oh. The sky is the limit of what you can have. Oh, the sky is the limit of what I can have. Oh, just believe and receive it. God will provide it today. Hey, 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 just believe and receive it. God will perform it today. Hey, 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 just believe and receive it. God will perform it today. Go ahead and expect your miracle. Count on your miracle. Believe that your miracle is coming. You have to be bold in your acceptation and bold in your agreement. Agree boldly. Agree loudly. Believe it and see it and know that it is yours, that God has made it, and the way has been made. If you receive the vision, you have received the way. Ashe, amen, aho, and so it is.
I really wish you wouldn't hold back like that. I wish that you would just really release and tell us how you really feel. So- Oh, yeah, I can feel a miracle coming somewhere. I can tell you that right now. Awesome. Thank you all so much. Thank you for what a super, super service we've provided this morning. For those who may not know, we are taking this summer off from in-person services. We're going to be completely virtual for the next 2 months for July and August. And then we'll continue to, and we'll be holding virtual services on the 2nd and 4th Sundays during July and August, and we'll resume in-person services in September on September 8th. So it will be a fun summer. I know a lot of people are on vacation, people have family obligations, and sometimes people just need a break. And that's what we should afford them. We absolutely should afford them that. So 2nd and 4th Sundays, virtual services in July and August. And what you might be thinking, well, what are you going to do on the 1st and 3rd Sundays? We're going to be exploring other spiritual communities. We're going to be supporting other spiritual communities and exploring options, for how we can improve and be inspired at CSL Greater Baltimore. So you can't keep doing the same thing and expect different results. That's just a lesson in insanity. So second of all, save the date. Here we go. Peace and Wellness Festival 2024 used to be the World Peace Party. Now we've added the wellness factor in there too. October 5th. Rain date, October 19th, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Ruscombe Mansion Community Health Center. This is going to be an event that people are going to remember and experience for a long, long time. So it's in celebration of the UN International Day of Peace. And we are partnering with Ruscombe Mansion Community Health Center to bring this to the community. Free admission. Great food, great music, great performances, great prayer, great speakers, practitioners. It is going to be quite a day. And in case you haven't realized that from Rev Deb's message and from Ama's music, prayer does work. Prayer does work if you work it. You have to treat and move your feet. So at the Centers for Spiritual Living, we practice spiritual mind treatment, also known as affirmative prayer. As a community, we continue to treat and move our feet, knowing the truth, capital T, for ourselves and our community and our global family. If you would like a miracle in a minute, prayer after service, a practitioner, Marianne, who was so graciously available to us today, she'll meet with you in a breakout room in our after service fellowship. It's free. It's if you need that pickup, if you need somebody to listen and to keep you aligned with our principles, that's the moment to do that. Thank you doesn't even seem enough this morning. This has been such a wonderful experience. Such an awesome team, such an awesome message, such beautiful music. It's really been quite the event. So I thank you so much. If you're going to watch this some other time, and please watch through the entire thing. You do not want to miss Ahmed's last song, I guarantee you. Please join us in the Zoom room for some fellowship afterwards. And if Rev Deb would be so gracious to give us a closing prayer. Thank you all again. And I am eternally in your debt.
So just giving thanks for this time that we have had here together, giving thanks for knowing that we have the opportunity to call forth the miracles that we want to see in our lives. Grateful for each and every one of us that has been here, that's been a part of this service, everyone that has said yes to this greater unknown that's bubbling up within us, that's burgeoning up in us to be, to do, to have. Grateful for this time that we have had here together and the rest of the time that we have, whatever your plans may be. We give thanks for your presence. We give thanks for your love. We give thanks for your yes to being here to this day, that you get to go out and do something great, make great things happen. Call forth your miracles for this day. Step into your boldness, your holy boldness. Know that this is that time that we get to say, thank you, God, all is well. I am, God is, and all is well. Knowing that this is already done, we bless your day, we bless the rest of your week, knowing that it is so. It is blessed, it is full, it is yes. And so I just anchor this with and allow you to say along with me, and so it is.